How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my Let's Play Talos Principle series. Today we're going to be jumping into level C5, and we are getting pretty close to wrapping up the normal puzzles of this game that unlock all the red sigils. So let's get started. We've got four red sigils and 3 stars in this one. This should be a good one.
Many ages have passed since the first words were spoken in the darkness. Initiate program. Generations of your kind have come and gone since those words. The garden has changed many times. But I remember. I remain. Only within me can you find immortality.
So we've gone through this before, is what he said. We've gone through multiple iterations, or at least other beings have gone through this before. That's interesting. Tells us a little something about the story here. Alright, let's shut up the computer terminal really fast. And then I'm going to go grab the time capsule over here.
When the scale of it all overwhelms me, this is what I tell myself. We can calculate the age of the Earth, the size of the universe, the future of the stars. Sure, we are minuscule, momentary flashes of thought on a grain of sand drifting through the cosmos. But our minds can recreate the past and predict the future. On, say, Friday, 1,000,000 years from now, we'll all be dead. But right now, we know what the night sky will look like on that day. And so, in a way, we're not entirely bound by time. Knowledge is a kind of freedom.
All right. So let's jump in. I don't know the best place to start, so let's just pick one. Time flies. There's another computer beeping over here. I'm just going to silence this one as well. So let's jump into Time Flies. This is going to use 4 different tools. Oh boy. Okay, so we've got a generator here with a pressure plate door. We've got a pressure plate door over here. We've got a connector, and our sigil is behind this force field door with a red receiver. But this is our only connector, so we can't go through... Well, I don't know. Could we? No. I was going to say we can't go through 2 force field doors. Yeah, these walls are in the way. We would need a connector here, and then a connector over here, and a connector there. But, as the name of the puzzle implies, time flies. You see? You see? So here's what we need. We need to connect this to that. We can do that right now. And we need to connect it to that and that. So this, once we put it on that and power up the fan, it is going to fly up into the air, and it will sustain the fan and open the sigil gate. So now we just need to get it up there. We need a second connector, which we can get from recording. So let's see. Let's record. I'm going to grab this and kind of bring it off to the side a little ways. And I'm going to grab this and open the door. No, you know what? This needs to stay here. Yeah, let me actually stop the recording. So the recording us needs to get all these things set up, because once the recording ends, whatever the recording does... Is that right? No. No, it's what we do with the items after the recording determines where they stay. Okay, I think I was right the first time. So let's move this back here. Let's put that right there. That should launch that up into the air. Now, let's put this here to allow future us through that door and off to get the sigil. And now future us is going to take this and put it on that, which gets launched up into the air. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. All right. And then while we're here, remember there's 3 stars, so we need to be looking for stars everywhere. This one's super easy to get to, you just have to know it's there. So up on top of this wall, let's run over here, and there's our star. No fancy carrying things out of the puzzle or having to launch yourself from a fan. You just have to know it's there, and then you can get to it. Alright, what's next? Up close and jammed. Oh boy. If we grab this jammer from any sort of distance, like from here, that mine's going to blow us up. So let's do this. Let's put a box there. Oh, you know what? If we stack 2 boxes, we can't get up on top unless we get up here. There we go. Now we can pick up the jammer. There we go. So let's open that force field. I assume we're going to need to bring these boxes with us. We got a connector. There's a gun. There's a blue generator. What do we got over here? A blue force field door. Okay. Okay. So here's what we need to do. There's no way we're getting back there to connect to that thing. But we don't need to, because the mine can just carry the connector for us. So let me speed this up. Let me place a second box, because that fence is a little bit high. Let's connect that generator to that receiver. Oh yeah, there's a second connector. Okay, so just the generator. Let's just connect the generator and put it up on top of the boxes like that. And then the second connector will connect to that one. Yeah. So when it's past the big wall, it connects to the generator, and that'll open things up for us. Yeah, thank you, Mine. You're such a team player. Alright, now the astute observer may have noticed there's a fan over there. And as you can guess, there's a star. So how are we going to get to that star? Well, we could ride on top of the boxes, but that gun is going to eat our lunch. So if only we had some way to jam the gun, like with a jammer. Which, now that we've solved the puzzle, we can get the jammer inside through the sigil force field over here. We couldn't bring it in before because it was holding that door open, but now we can. So let's just jam that. Let's take the connector off, and we'll ride the mine over to this ledge, hop the wall, grab the star, and use the fan to get out. Alright, so that's 2 sigils and 2 stars down. What's next? What is next? Dumbwaiter. Alright, there's our sigil. There's a switch, it looks like. There's a power cable leading from that door to this switch. Okay, so if we can get something on this pressure plate, it'll open that force field. But we've got this little purple can't bring through barrier wall there. That little window in the wall looks suspicious. We've got a pressure plate here that will open that. We've got a connector. We've got this generator behind here. We've got 2 boxes. That's nice. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put 1 box on that. And then we're going to connect the generator to that, which activates the force field, but also launches the box up into the air. Oh, you know what? There's a barrier wall on that side too. So if we put that there, we can't bring anything through with us. So let's see, we've got 1 connector. There's a fan over here. with a blue receiver. It looks like we could possibly power that fan to blow something through this wall. But this one connector... Oh, you know what? Can we activate it from here? No, I don't think we can. I mean, maybe if we put that box on over here, but then we can't get through that force field. Let me try something. This may be oversimplifying it. But what if we just grab this box and like drop it over the wall? Apparently that'll do it. That'll do it. I think every single time I've attempted this puzzle, I have found some way, I've tried to find some way to incorporate that fan into it. And I think I always end up solving it doing that. I don't know if that's the right solution, but it certainly works. And if it works, it sounds right to me. Now, star number 3 is on the other side of this fence over here. We can't get to it yet, but we need to hit that receiver with a red beam from somewhere. I just don't remember where. Let's see, we've got one more sigil. Let's do that first. Time crawls. So we had time flies, now we have time crawls. Oh hey, look, a flying red connector beam. I bet we have to use that to get to the star. Alright, so there's our sigil. This looks very, very similar to time flies. Let's see. Except there's no fan that's going to lift things up this time. Okay. So I think this time we actually do need to connect the generator to the receiver. And this is going to be tricky. This is going to be tricky. So if we bring a connector right here, then a recording of us, not a recording, but the recording of this connector will stay there, and the future us can grab this connector and bring it through that window to hit the receiver. Now we just need to open 3 force fields while all that is happening. Oh, this might actually be really easy. We've already got everything set up. Let's just do the recording. And we'll stand here to open this one. Future us can move that box to the other switch. The recording of the box will hold that force field open. The real box will open the other force field. Then future us will grab that connector, move it in, connect it to the one that's there, open the force field, and get the sigil. I think that's it. So we'll move that. Let's grab the connector. We'll connect it to itself. Connect it to the receiver. Set them up through the window. Easy. Easy, easy. It took a little thinking to get to it, but the actual implementation of the solution, that was not too bad. Okay, let's go get that last star. So we've got all the sigils. We've gotten 2 stars. So we need to get a red beam to the red receiver high up on the wall. We've got a red beam that's just floating up in the air over there. This one. We should be able to use one of these connectors to connect that to that. Yeah, all right. So let's head back into whatever this thing was called, Dumbwaiter. Yeah, so that opened the gate there, and then I think we can just get up on this wall and jump across. Yep, there we go, star number 3. Alright, no computer terminal, so that's actually going to wrap things up. Let me double check. 4 sigils, 3 stars, marked off the board.
I I fear the serpent has poisoned your mind.
We've
with
already
his
been through
sinful
this.
Thoughts. But you may still be forgiven, my child. You may still unlock the gate of eternity if you seek the sigils.
We've already been through this, Elohim. I wonder if that's because I reset the checkpoint last episode after he said that. And so, like, I needed to come out of a world and have him say it again before the game recorded. Yep, this has happened. All right. So that was C5. Next time we'll jump into C6, then C7. And then we'll start working on the endgame stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, please hit that like button. And while you're down there, go ahead and subscribe so you'll get notified of future episodes as they come out. Thanks, y'all, and have a great day.